The blood on the bed sheet is not Bethany's. I stood at the bedroom door. I hold a lock of hair tightly in my hand. Black, curly hair, exuding a perfume I don't recognize. Definitely not Bethany. Bethany just finished her shower. When she saw me staring at the bed, her face turned pale. "Ethan, what are you doing?" I said. "It's not your period yet." My voice is unusually calm. "Whose blood is this?" She lunged at the sheet and tried to pull it off the bed, but I grabbed her arm. "You are crazy. This is my blood. I cut my finger before." I looked at her intact hands and sneered. "Bethany, we have been married for 3 years. Do you think I'm an idiot?" There was a flash of panic in her eyes, but she quickly regained her composure. "Ethan, you've been under a lot of pressure lately. You are always imagining things." I didn't say anything. Instead, I pulled out my phone and retrieved the surveillance video from smart home cameras. On screen, a man was leaving our house through the back door. Timestamp read 2 p.m. I get home at 3 o'clock. When Bethany saw the video, her face completely broke down. "That's my cousin, Alex. He came to borrow money." Borrowing money in the bedroom? He waited in the living room for a long time. I just let him sit in the bedroom for a while. What's the problem? Her excuses are becoming increasingly flimsy, but she still pretended to be aggrieved. I walked up to her and looked into her eyes. "So how do you explain this hair? What kind of hair is long curly? Not your texture." Bethany was stunned for a moment, then burst into tears. "Ethan, how can you doubt me like this? We got married. Waterworks starts on time. Quite an outstanding performance. We are. So you don't mind if I check your phone?" "Yeah, why would I do that? I am your wife, not a criminal." Her reaction confirmed my suspicions. Bethany has changed a lot in the past 3 years. She used to be gentle and considerate. Now she always finds excuses not to go home. Claims she has to take care of her sick cousin. I naively believed that she was too kind. Until today, I cut short my business trip and walked into this. "Ethan, I'm so disappointed. You don't actually believe me." Bethany wiped her tears and said, "I'm going to stay at my mother's house for a few days. When you calm down, we can talk." She tried to go out, but I blocked the door. "Consider leaving. Leave a phone number." "Why should I give you my phone? I am your husband. This gives you the right to be unreasonable." "Ethan, you really hurt me." She tried to squeeze past me, but I grabbed her wrist. "Bethany, are you going to continue this behavior? Let me go." She struggled, digging her nails into my skin. "Ethan, you are crazy." Seeing her angry expression, I let go of her hand. If she is really innocent, why is she so excited? If she really has nothing to hide, why doesn't she let me see her phone? "Beautiful." I said, "Let's go." "But Bethany, it's not over yet." She glared at me fiercely, grabbed her purse, and closed the door behind her. Silence fell upon the house again, and I was left alone. I walked to the window, watching Bethany get into a black car parked downstairs. A man sitting in the driver's seat. From the back, he looks exactly like Alex from the surveillance video. The car quickly disappeared into the night. I took out my phone and dialed a number. "Liam, I need you to check on someone." "Brother, who are you?" "Alex Stone, Bethany's cousin." There was a pause at the other end. "Ethan, did you find anything? Just give me information." After hanging up the phone, I slumped down on the sofa and lit a cigarette. Through the smoke, I remembered our wedding 3 years ago. Bethany was so beautiful and innocent. She swore to be my wife forever and grow old with me. Now she can't even be loyal. My phone is broken. A text message from Liam made Ethan. Alex Stone, 28, CEO of a multi-million-dollar investment firm. Key points. He is not Bethany's cousin. They have no relationship at all. I held the phone tightly, my blood boiling. So this is my sick cousin who needs to be taken care of. All the excuses she made up. She cheated on me with another man. On our wedding bed. Anything else? I replied to the text message. Yes. They have been dating for 6 months. Frequent stays in expensive hotels. Ethan, what are you going to do? What do I do? I looked at the stained bed sheet. The anger inside me roars. Bethany, if you want to play games, I can play too. The next morning, Bethany is back. She looks tired. Her eyes were red and swollen, as if she had been crying all night. Ethan, I want to talk. I'm making breakfast in the kitchen. Didn't even turn around. What to talk about? About yesterday. I think this is a misunderstanding. I turned to face her. She's still wearing yesterday's clothes. Her hair is messy. Where did you stay overnight? At my girlfriend's house. Another lie. Liam's research shows she booked a room with Alex Stone. At Grand Hyatt. Last night, I put a fried egg on a plate for breakfast. Bethany looked surprised. Obviously, I didn't expect that I would be so calm. Ethan, you are no longer angry? What are the benefits of being angry? I sit at the table. Since you said it was a misunderstanding, let's call it that. She visibly relaxed and sat down opposite me. I know you will understand. Alex is indeed my cousin, but a distant cousin. I haven't told you the details yet. I nodded and pretended to believe her. I understand. Yes, he did come to me because he was in trouble. His company was having cash flow problems. He needs to borrow some money to tide him over. How much did he borrow? $75,000. I almost laughed out loud. $750,000. She just made that number up. Where does the money come from? Bethany drummed her fingers on the table, her nervous habits. I used some of my personal savings. What else? The necklace my mother gave me. I looked at the diamond necklace she was wearing. My mother-in-law left it to her before she died. This time I pointed to her neck. Bethany instinctively touched the necklace. Her expression changed instantly. It wasn't this. Which one is the other? I don't remember you having another necklace. This is just a cheap one I bought a while ago. You may never notice. More lies. Bigger loopholes. I stood up and walked towards her. Bethany, we have been married for 3 years. Do you think I don't know you? She looked up at me. There was a hint of fear in her eyes. What do you mean? It's just that you've changed a lot recently. I gently stroked her cheek. The Bethany I know doesn't lie. I didn't lie. She jumped up from her chair. Why do you always blame me? Do you dare to let me see your phone? She shouted angrily again. I told you, I won't let you look at my phone. Why not? Because I need privacy. Do married couples need each other's privacy? Certainly. Her voice was almost hysterical. Ethan, you suffocate me. Seeing her excited, I am more confident in my judgment. Okay, then I won't watch it. I sat down. But I have one condition. What conditions? Let's have dinner together tonight. Celebrating the resolution of our misunderstanding. Bethany visibly relaxed. Okay, where are we going? You choose the location. Then let's go to Gianna's Italian kitchen. You like their food. I laughed, it sounded good. She seemed skeptical that I agreed so easily. Ethan, are you really not angry anymore? Why am I angry? I trust my wife. Even I myself feel ironic when I say these words. Bethany finally smiled. I know you're the best. She came over and hugged me. I can smell a hint of men's cologne on her. Not my brand. Ethan, I'm going to take a shower and go to bed. I didn't sleep well last night. Go ahead. After she went upstairs, I immediately took out my phone and texted Liam. Tonight, 7 o'clock, Gianna's. Get your photography gear ready. No. Bethany's phone rang several times in the afternoon. Every time, she would glance at the screen nervously and quickly hung up the phone. Who called? I asked. Telemarketers, a lot of telemarketers. There are many people like this now. She put her phone on silent mode. So annoying. But I noticed the caller ID on her screen. Alex. It seems that this cousin cares about her very much. We set off at 6:30. In the car, Bethany was on the phone. Her fingers danced on the keyboard. Who are you texting? My mom. Didn't even look up. She asked if we would have kids. Have a baby with me? Or work with Alex Stone. When we arrived at Gianna's, we found a table by the window. Bethany ordered a few dishes, then went to the bathroom. As soon as she left, I saw Liam stand up from another table and nod at me. Everything went according to plan. 10 minutes later, Bethany had a smile on her face. How's my dish? I raised my glass to cheer for our reconciliation. When we clinked glasses, I saw the phone on her desk light up. This is a text message. See you tonight. Frequently visited places, Zindamak. Halfway through dinner, Bethany's phone rang again. She glanced at the screen. Her expression changed slightly. Ethan, my mother suddenly felt unwell. I have to go see her now. I looked at my watch. It's only 8 o'clock. She just called and said she had chest pains. I am anxious. Bethany had stood up and grabbed her purse. She moves in a hurry. I'll go with you. No need. She quickly refused. You haven't finished eating yet. Mom may just be experiencing some common problems. No need to make a fuss. If your mother is sick, of course I should go see her. It's really okay. I can go by myself. She came towards me, kissed my cheek softly. You go home early and have some rest. I'll be back after I finish my work. After saying that, she rushed away. I didn't chase her. I just kept eating. 10 minutes later, Liam came over. Bro, I'm after her. Where did she go? Don't go to any hospital. Direct access to Grand Hyatt Hotel. Liam sat in the chair Bethany had just vacated. Room 1203. Alex Stone was waiting for her there. I put down my fork and lit a cigarette. Did you capture it on camera? She was photographed entering the hotel. But I don't know what happened in the room. Enough. I gazed at the city lights, feeling surprisingly peaceful. Maybe it's because I'm mentally prepared. So when it is thoroughly confirmed, I'm not as angry as I thought. Even more disappointing is, and mocking my stupidity, Ethan, what are you going to do? Wait a moment. What are you waiting for? Let her make more mistakes. Now, I just found out she was cheating. But I want more than that. I wonder how long she's been cheating on me. Does she have any other secrets? Most importantly, I hope she pays. Liam did some research on Alex Stone's company. Has made great contributions to the company. He doesn't lack money at all. So why did he approach Bethany? Excellent. Liam hesitated. Ethan, are you sure you want to hear this? Tell me. As far as I know, Alex Stone is such a liar. He is good at seducing wealthy married women. Bethany wasn't so enthusiastic. I clenched my fist, cracking the knuckles. Who else did he target? Mr. Jameson's wife. Mr. Davies's wife. There are some people I don't know. His method is always the same. Approaching the target, creating opportunities for intimacy, then defraud them of their money, or something, or blackmail them with indecent photos. My blood suddenly cooled. Blackmail with photos? Does this mean that Bethany may already be under his control? Are you sure? I talked to a few husbands. His previous victims used the same method every time. I stood up and started walking out. Ethan, where are you going? Go back to the hotel and calm down. Bro, going there now would only let him know. Liam is in my way. People like Stone are cunning. If he finds out, we'll be after him. He might do something desperate. So I should just sit back and watch him take advantage of Bethany? No, Ethan. I mean, we need to solve this problem once and for all. Don't give him any chance. I took a few deep breaths, trying to calm myself down. Liam is right. Now is not the time for rash action. What is your plan? I have contacted several other victims. We plan to join forces against Stone. As long as we collect enough evidence, we can lock him up forever. How long will it take? Week by week. I can wait, but Bethany. This week, I want Bethany to be monitored 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. No problem. It was almost 11 o'clock when I got home. Bethany hasn't come back yet. I took a shower and lay on the bed. Wait for her. At 1 in the morning, I heard the lock click. Bethany tiptoed in, thinking I was asleep. Ethan, she whispered. I didn't respond. Pretend to sleep. She groped her way into the bathroom in the dark. Soon, the air was filled with the sound of running water. 20 minutes later, she came out wrapped in a towel. Her hair was soaked. She climbed onto the bed carefully, then got into bed. I can feel the heat radiating from her. Her breathing is a little rapid. Ethan, she called softly again. I still haven't answered. She breathed a sigh of relief and turned her back to me. A few minutes later, her breathing has calmed down. She must have fallen asleep. I opened my eyes and looked at her. The moonlight shines through the gap in the curtains. Light up her shoulders. Her skin is fair and smooth. But now it seems tainted to me. I wanted to touch her, but I held back. This woman is no longer my wife. She is someone else's plaything. The thought was like a knife sticking into my stomach. Married for 3 years. 3 years of trust. 3 years of love. This is all a joke. I closed my eyes and forced myself to sleep. There's a lot to do tomorrow. The next morning, Bethany woke up late. I had already finished making breakfast. She walked downstairs slowly. Ethan, you got up really early. She stretched. How was Mom last night? I had almost forgotten her excuse from the night before. She's fine. It was just a false alarm. She sat at the table. The doctor said it was indigestion. Causes chest pain. Oh, really? I pretend to care. This is good, by the way. I might have to go out again today. Take care of your mom again. No, it's about Alex. She bowed her head. Eat breakfast. His company still has some problems to solve. I need to help him with something at the bank. Need my help? No, you're too busy at work. I'm not busy. I recently handed over most of the company to Liam. Bethany looked up at me. Ethan, what's going on lately? You look different. How come you never took the initiative to care about my family before? Or friends, but now you always want to be involved. I laughed. People will change. I guess I used to think I didn't care enough about you. This is true. She nodded thoughtfully. But now you like this. This makes me a little uncomfortable. Uncomfortable? Because my worry interfered with her affair. Bethany, let me ask you a question. What's the problem? If there is a third party in our relationship, what would you do? Bethany's hand froze in midair. Her expression is a little unnatural. Why are you asking this? No reason, just curious. This is a meaningless question. She continued to eat. We got married. How could there be a third person? Just assumption. Not even a hypothesis. I don't like discussing this kind of topic. She obviously wanted to drop the subject, then got up and left. Bethany, yeah, if one day you no longer love me, please tell me directly. Don't lie to me. She paused, and then came back and hugged me. Ethan, what nonsense are you talking about? How can I stop loving you? She hugged tightly, but I don't feel the warmth. I will always love you. She whispered in my ear. The word forever sounds ironic coming from her mouth. I will always love you too. I hugged her back. I sneered in my heart. After Bethany left, I immediately called Liam to follow her. Record everything she does. New. Liam sent me some photos this afternoon. Bethany and Alex Stone in a coffee shop. Intimate conversation. She put her hands on him, their bodies pressed together. Another photo shows them in a mall. Alex helped her try on the necklace. His behavior is very affectionate. The last photo makes my blood boil. They kissed in a corner of the mall. Bethany took the initiative to hug Alex's neck. I stared at these photos, feeling a heavy weight on my chest. This is my wife, the woman I have loved for 3 years. In front of me, she is a gentle and considerate wife. Externally, she is another man's lover. My phone is ringing. Bethany. Ethan, I might be home late tonight. You go eat. Don't wait for me. Overtime again. Yes, banking procedures are quite complicated. Then take care of yourself. Don't be too tired. I know you need a break too. After I hung up the phone, I lit a cigarette. Not going home tonight. Stay another night at the hotel. I pulled out my phone and sent Liam a message. Preparing to move. Now. Yes, tonight we end this. I'm done. I don't want to see this farce continue. Because Bethany wanted to act, I let her finish her big one. 8 p.m. According to the address provided by Liam, I arrived at room 12 at the Grand Hyatt. I didn't knock. I used the key card Liam gave me. Then he flung open the door. The room was very quiet, but I could hear the shower in the bathroom. I walked to the bathroom door. Through the frosted glass, I saw 2 figures. Bethany's laughter was bright, deep inside, happiness. I've never heard her laugh like that. I opened the bathroom door. The sound of water suddenly stopped. Bethany and Alex Stone hugged each other. They were stunned when they saw me. Ethan. Bethany screamed in horror, covering herself with a towel. What are you doing here? I looked at the scene in front of me, feeling surprisingly peaceful. I'm here for my wife, Alex Stone. He was quite calm. He slowly put on his bathrobe. Miller, I'm sorry you have to see this. I'm sorry. I sneered. You seduced my wife and now you apologize? Ethan, listen, I can explain. Bethany tried to get close to me, but she looked at me and stopped. Explain why you were naked with another man. It's not what you think. So what is it? I took out my phone and showed the photo. Or explain these. When Bethany saw the photo, she turned pale. Ethan, you let me follow you? Follow. My laughter became colder. I'm collecting evidence that my wife is having an affair. Ethan, I can explain. No explanation needed. I turned and left. We are going to divorce in court tomorrow. I heard Bethany crying behind me, but I didn't look back. Going home, I packed all of Bethany's stuff and put them in the living room. Clothes, makeup, jewelry, and all the gifts I gave her. Within 3 years, she left surprisingly little trace in this house. Maybe she never considered this place a real home. At 2 a.m., Bethany came back. She saw the suitcase in the living room. There was a flash of panic in her eyes. Ethan, what are you doing packing? I sat on the sofa, looking at her. You move out tomorrow morning. Ethan, can we talk? She came towards me and wanted to hold my hand, but I left. There's nothing to talk about. Yes, I can explain what happened tonight. How do you explain it? You are forced? Or are you just discussing work? Bethany bit her lip, tears welling up in her eyes. Ethan, I admit I made a mistake, but what? But I have my reasons. Reason? I really want to hear what excuse she could come up with. Let's hear it. Bethany took a few deep breaths and began. Alex has my photo. What photos? Disparaging photos. Her voice was small. If I didn't cooperate, he would threaten me. He will send them to you. So you cooperated? I have no choice. She started crying. Ethan, I am also a victim. Seeing her cry, I felt disgusted. Even now she's still lying. Bethany, you know what I hate most? Lying. I stood up, especially after being caught lying. I didn't lie, did I? I took out my phone and played the video Liam sent me. Then explain. Bethany took the initiative to kiss Alex in the video, hugging him with her arms. She had a happy smile on her face. There was no sign of being threatened. Bethany watched the video and was completely speechless. I played another video. This is a photo of you two when you first met 6 months ago. The video showed Bethany waiting for Alex at the coffee shop. After they met, they chatted happily. At last, Bethany took the initiative to give him her contact information. Is this also because you were threatened? Bethany collapsed on the sofa, not saying a word. Bethany, things have developed to this point. You're still playing the victim. I stood in front of her. If you cheat, you cheat. Why tell so many lies? You what? You think I'm an idiot? You think I won't investigate? I put all the evidence in front of her. Hotel reservation records, her chat records with Alex, and bank transfer records. You transferred $250,000 to Alex in 6 months. That's because you were threatened? Bethany turned pale when she saw the evidence. Ethan, why do you love him? She didn't answer, but her silence said it all. Very good, very good. I clapped my hands. Because you love him, then go find him. Ethan, we can start over. She suddenly grabbed my hand. I can completely cut off ties with him. Can we start over, please? I shook her hand off. Bethany, do you think this is possible? We can. Do you think I will trust you again? I swear I'll never. That's enough. I interrupted her. Bethany, your oath is worthless. She looked at me blankly. The hope in her eyes faded. Ethan, can't we really save this? No reason. We were so in love. That was the past. I looked at her. You're making me sick now. This sentence stabbed into her heart like a knife. Her eyes suddenly became empty. She seemed to have lost her soul. Sick. She repeated the word. So this is how I look to you, isn't it? She was silent for a long time, then slowly stood up. Okay, I'll move out. She dragged her suitcase towards the door, paused at the threshold. Ethan, there's something I want to tell you. Speak up. I do love Alex. But she turned and looked at me. I really loved you too. I laughed. Bethany, you don't even know what love is. There was a flash of pain in her eyes, but it soon disappeared. Maybe there is this. She left without looking back. The door closed quietly, but to me it roared like thunder. 3 years of marriage ended just like that. I didn't go to court the next day. Bethany didn't come to see me either. Liam, come and have a drink with me. Seeing that I was silent, he tentatively asked, Brother, are you okay? Very good. I raised my glass. I'm free. So about Alex Stone? On schedule. No. Even though Bethany has left, threatening Alex Stone can't continue to hurt others. 3 days later, Liam brought good news. Bro, it's done. Alex Stone arrested. The charges are fraud and racketeering. Is the evidence conclusive? Hard. His computer contained numerous photos of the victims, plus transfer records. This time he will be in jail for at least 10 years. 10 years? Too light for what he did. What about the other victims? They are very grateful to us. Some have reconciled with their husbands. Does Bethany know about this? She should. She was present when Stone was arrested. I nodded. No more asking. A week later, Bethany sent me a text message. Ethan, can we talk? I didn't reply. A few days later, she came straight to my office. Ethan, I need to talk to you. I saw her haggard appearance, no feeling. Say, Alex was arrested. I know it's you. No, it's not a lie. Liam handles specific matters. I just provided clues. Ethan, I want to go home. Which home? Is our home. We have no home. I continued looking at my computer screen. You can go now, Ethan. I was wrong. I do know I was wrong. She came to my desk. Can you give me another chance? Because I don't want to be betrayed again. I won't betray you again, promise. I looked up at her. What will you use as collateral? Your integrity or your conscience? Bethany turned pale when she heard what I said. Ethan, I know I have no right to ask for your forgiveness. But I do know I was wrong. Does knowing you're wrong help? Yes, I can change. I stood you up, Bethany. Some mistakes are like broken mirrors that cannot be corrected. Even if you piece it together, cracks always exist. Tears welled up in her eyes. Ethan, can't we really start over? No reason. We were so in love. No. Even if I do anything. She stood there blankly. Took a long time before speaking. Is it because I disgust you? It was obvious that what I said that night hurt her deeply. No. I walked to the window. Because I don't love you anymore. This sentence is more cruel than morbid. Bethany's body swayed, and she almost lost her balance. No longer love me? She whispered. So love will really disappear? Yes. Then our 3-year relationship is dead. I turned and looked at her. They died the moment you betrayed me. She covered her mouth, tears streaming down her cheeks. Ethan, I'm sorry. Apologies are useless. So what is useful? Time. I sat down. Time will make me forget you and myself. She smiled, a sad sound. Okay, I'll forget you too. After saying that, she turned and left. This time she didn't look back. A month later, I heard Bethany move to another city. Before she left, she returned everything I gave her. Watches, necklaces, rings, and the red BMW. She sent me a message through Liam. Thank you for loving me. Thank you. That's ironic. I threw all this stuff in the trash. Those objects that were once symbols of love. Now it just reminds me of my own stupidity. My colleagues at work started arranging appointments for me. but I rejected them all. It's not that I don't want to start a new life, but I'm just not in the mood. Bethany's betrayal hurt me even more than I thought. I began to doubt love, doubt marriage, doubt all intimate relationships. If the person who sleeps with you for 3 years might betray you, what is left to trust? Liam noticed my state and often came to accompany me. Brother, you can't go on like this. I am fine. Look at yourself. You're like a zombie. I looked at myself in the mirror, indeed. I look haggard, with unshaven beard and no light in my eyes. I need time. Time is the best medicine. But you need treatment. Liam sat across from me and said, Bro, you can't let a woman who doesn't deserve it ruin your life. I didn't ruin my life. So what do you call this? I'm really speechless. I've become a different person since Bethany left. No passion for work, no goals in life. Repeating the same thing mechanically every day. Bro, I think you need a change of scenery. Let's change the environment. Travel or move somewhere else. This house is full of her shadow. Staying here will only make you more miserable. Liam is right. This house is full of Bethany's traces. She likes the vase in the living room, a set of tableware she made specially for the kitchen, the smell of her perfume in the bedroom. Even though she has moved away, her shadow is everywhere. I'll consider it. Don't think about it. I have booked a flight for you. Flights to Miami Beach tomorrow, 2 weeks. Liam, man, listen to me. Clear your mind. If Bethany saw you like this, she would be very excited. Mention Bethany. My expression immediately turned serious. Indeed, I can't let her see me break down because of her. Okay, I'll go. The next day, I was on a flight to Miami Beach. The sea breeze was warm, bright sunshine. There are people on vacation everywhere. This relaxed atmosphere made me feel the long-lost sense of relaxation. I spent an afternoon sitting by the sea, watching the waves hit the shore, fading again and again. Just like life itself, there are ups and downs, it's gathering and parting. Nothing is permanent, including pain. Dinner at the hotel restaurant that night. I saw a newlywed couple at the next table. Their sweetness reminded me of myself and Bethany 3 years ago. That's how we were. I want to be together every moment. But love is short-lived, just like fireworks. After its wonderful presentation, I raised my glass to the lost relationship. Goodbye, Bethany. I do feel better after returning from Miami Beach. At least I no longer fall when I see Bethany's stuff. Previously used. Follow Liam's advice. I renovated the house. Replace everything with Bethany's mark. New furniture, new decor, new color scheme. The whole house feels brand new, just like my mood. I also returned to work. The company's performance soared under my direct management. My busy work leaves me no time to think carefully about unpleasant memories. Life gradually returns to normal. Until one day, 3 months later, Liam burst into my office. Bro, something happened. What's this? Bethany was in a car accident. The pen in my hand stopped. Is it serious? Very serious. She is in the ICU now. I was silent for a few seconds. Then go back to work. What does this have to do with me, bro? Liam, she's not my wife anymore. Her life or death has nothing to do with me. But I looked up at him. We are legally divorced. We are strangers. Liam looked at my indifferent expression and sighed. She has no other family. The hospital needs someone to sign. Let her find Alex Stone. Stone remains in prison. That's her problem, not mine. Liam said nothing more and quietly left the office. But I couldn't concentrate on my work that afternoon. Bethany's image kept coming to my mind. She was seriously injured, forget it. It's none of my business. When she betrayed me, did she consider my feelings? When she was with another man, did she ever think of me? If she's in trouble, why should I care? I tried to comfort myself with these thoughts, but I feel an inexplicable uneasiness in my heart. When I got home that night, I drank a lot. This is very unusual for me. I lay drunk on the couch, staring at the ceiling. Bethany, if she really died, how would I feel? Comfort or regret? I have no idea. In the middle of the night, my phone is ringing. This is a hospital. Is this Sir Ethan Miller? Is Miss Bethany Williams? Left a will before the car accident. Nominate you as beneficiary. She is in a critical condition now. Can you come to the hospital? I checked the time. 2 a.m. I'll be there soon. In the hospital, the doctor on duty explained Bethany's condition. The accident was serious. Multiple fractures and severe concussion. She is currently in a coma. Not sure when she'll wake up. The doctor handed me an envelope. She wrote this 2 weeks ago and asked us to keep it for her. I opened the envelope. There is a piece of paper and a key inside. The paper has only a few lines. Ethan, if you're reading this, I'm gone. Sorry. I know I have no right to ask for your forgiveness, but I still want to say I really love you. This key is a spare key to my apartment. There's some stuff in there. If you want, please help me take care of them. If not, just pretend this never happened. Thank you for giving me 3 years of happiness. Bethany. Reading the note, I felt very complicated. She actually left me a will, doctor. When did she write this? 2 weeks ago. She said she felt unwell, and I want to make a will just in case. 2 weeks ago? Did she have a premonition? How is she now? Very critical. The doctor shook his head. Whether she can wake up depends on her own will to survive. I looked at Bethany through the ICU window. Lying in bed, she looks pale. She has tubes all over her body. She looks weak. Is this still the beauty it once was? The proud woman I know? Sir, what is your relationship with the patient? A nurse asked me. Ex-husband. So are you willing to sign this consent form for surgery? Patient requires brain surgery. I read the consent form. Hesitant to sign. If I sign it, it means I still care about her. If I don't, she might die. Give me some time to think. Okay, but please decide as soon as possible. The patient's condition cannot wait. I walked out of the hospital, smoked a few cigarettes outside. The night wind is very cold, which makes my mind clearer. Bethany, what do you want me to do? Finally, I signed the consent form for the surgery. Not because I still love her, but because I don't want to regret. No matter what she did, she was my wife, the woman I once loved. I can't just stand by and watch her die. The operation lasted 6 hours. I waited outside for 6 hours. Liam, come with me. Looking at my tired face, he said nothing. He knew words were meaningless at this moment. When the doctor came out of the operating room, it's already daybreak. The operation was successful, but it is unknown when the patient will regain consciousness. So, she might become a vegetable? Possibly. I nodded, paid the medical bill, and left the hospital. At the hospital entrance, I took out the key Bethany left me. I found her apartment by the address. This is a small studio. The rent may not be too expensive. When I opened the door, I was stunned by the scene before me. The room is filled with our old photos. Wedding photos, travel photos, snapshots of our daily lives. Densely pasted all over the wall. Our marriage certificate is on the table. Her page is circled in red. On the bedside table, there was a diary. I flipped through a few pages. This is a record of her life over the past few months. Today we passed by the restaurant we used to go to. Mustered up the courage to eat there alone. The master still remembers us. Why isn't Ethan with me? I lied and said you were on a business trip. I saw a couple taking wedding photos. Reminds me of how sweet we were. If I could do it again, I will never make these mistakes. I dreamed about Ethan last night. In my dreams, we are still together, still in love with each other. When I woke up, my pillow was soaked with tears. Go for a checkup. The doctor said I have a heart problem. It suddenly occurred to me. Would Ethan be sad if I died? Maybe not in the end. I completely disappointed him. Every page is filled with her thoughts about me and regrets about the past. My hands were shaking when I read the last page. Ethan, if you are reading this diary, this means something is happening to me. I know I'm not worthy of your forgiveness, but I still want to tell you. These few months without you, this is the most painful moment in my life. I regret it every day. I regret betraying you. Sorry to lose you. I thought about coming back to you, but I know you won't forgive me. So I choose to love you from afar. Miss you silently. If there is a next life, I hope I can see you again. Love you again. I won't make any mistakes this time. After reading all this, I finally broke down and cried. So she's been suffering a lot over the past few months. So she misses me too? Regret for one's actions? But what's the use of all this now? The mistake has been made and the damage has been done. Time will not go back. I sat on her bed, looking at the photos on the wall, recalling the good times we spent together. We are so in love, so happy. If it wasn't for Alex Stone, if it wasn't for her betraying me, we might still be a loving couple. But unfortunately, no ifs. Bethany is in the intensive care unit. 2 weeks later, she finally woke up. Doctors call it a miracle. She said she had a strong will to survive. Ethan. The first thing she said when she woke up was my name. Here I am. She's looking at me. Tears welled up in her eyes. Why did you come? Your wish. I thought you wouldn't come. I thought I wouldn't either. She smiled, a weak but sincere smile. Ethan, thank you. Thank you for signing the consent form. Thank you for visiting me. I didn't answer. Just look at her quietly. Ethan, I have something to tell you. I don't want to hear. Please let me finish. Like a dying man's last wish. Her words made my heart hurt. You won't die? The doctor said you are recovering well. I know my situation. She struggled to sit up. My heart disease is already very serious. The car accident just made it explode faster. What do you mean? I won't live long. Ethan, what are you talking about? I'm not talking nonsense. She pulled out a medical report from under her pillow. This was a month ago. The doctor said I have at most 6 months left. I got the report. The diagnosis shocked me. Severe myocardial infarction. There is a risk of sudden death at any time. Why didn't you get treatment sooner? It is incurable. She also smiled bitterly. I have no motivation to go to treatment. What does no motivation mean? Losing you. I feel like life has no meaning anymore. Her words pierced my heart like a needle. Bethany, don't say that. This is a fact. She looked at me. Ethan, I know I have no right to say this, but I still want to tell you, I really love you. More important than my own life. If you really love me, why betray me? Because I'm stupid, because I'm greedy. Tears streamed down her face. I thought I could have the best of both worlds. I thought I could get your love, enjoy the novelty Alex gave me. I lost everything. She cried like a baby. Ethan, I was wrong. I was so wrong. Watching her cry, I felt a mixture of emotions. Anger, resentment, pity, reluctance, all tangled together. Ethan, I know you won't forgive me, and I don't expect you to forgive me. I just want to tell you, meeting you is the happiest thing in my life. Losing you is the biggest mistake of my life. If there is an afterlife, I hope I can be a new person. Love you again. After saying these words, she seemed to have used up all her strength. Lie down and close your eyes. I sat by her bed. Looking at her pale face, my emotions were confused. Should I hate this woman or pity her? She betrayed me, hurt me, and made me suffer for a long time. But now looking at her like this, I can't find a reason to hate. Maybe she is also a victim of love. Maybe she paid the price for her choice. But the price is too heavy. During Bethany's hospital stay, I visited her every day. Not because I forgave her, but because I couldn't bear to see her die. Her health is deteriorating. She is getting thinner and thinner. But she was in a surprisingly good mood. She always smiles when she talks to me. Ethan, do you remember when we first met? I remember you were wearing a black suit. Looks very handsome. You were very shy. As red as an apple. Yes, I've never been so obsessed with a man. She looked at me. Her eyes were filled with nostalgia and regret. If we could go back to that time. We can't turn back. I know, she nodded. Ethan, will you remember the good times we had? I can. That's enough. She said with a satisfied smile on her face. As if I remembered her, enough to prove her love. Ethan, I want to ask you something. What's this? Please cremate me when I die. Scatter my ashes in the park. The place where we had our first date. You won't die. I will, and soon. She held my hand. Promise me. Okay. I looked into her hopeful eyes and nodded. Okay. I hope you forget me too. What? Forget me and start a new life. Find a good woman, marry, having children, and live happily. Why do you want me to forget you? Because I don't want to be a burden to you. She had tears in her eyes, but her voice was firm. Ethan, you are still young. You deserve a better life. I'm just a passerby in your life. Bethany, promise me. I was silent for a long time and finally nodded. Well, she smiled brightly. Thank you, Ethan. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Thank you for letting me see you and talk to you before I die. That was enough for me. That night, Bethany passed away peacefully. The nurse said she passed away in her sleep and had no pain. Following her wishes, I arranged her cremation, then took her ashes to the park, the place where we had our first date. It was a spring afternoon. The sun is shining and the breeze is gentle. I scattered her ashes in the lake. Watched them slowly sink beneath the water. Rest in peace, Bethany. Leaving the park, I feel like something inside of me is buried too. Anger, resentment, and bitterness. Maybe it's time to let go. Maybe it's time to start anew.